Greetings. Thank you all for tuning in to the BZNZ Internet Talk Radio Show. We're so excited and happy to have you here tonight to be with us in our broadcast live stream. Just a few housekeeping chores before we get started and your gracious host comes online. Tonight you are in one of the best places that you could ever be, and for that you should just go ahead and give yourself a round of applause. Real quick, we'd like to give you a disclaimer. The show is not responsible for anything that is said on the show. There's your disclaimer. During the show, if you are vibing with us, you feeling what we're saying, and you would love to just give us a love token, where you're going to see at the bottom of the screen is going to say Cash App Tyron Joe, $ Tyron Joe, TYRENJO. Anything that you can give would be greatly appreciated. A one, two, or a few. We greatly appreciate it. Also, if you would like to be a sponsor of the program, please go to our Instagram page at BZNZ Talk. At BZNZ Talk, our Instagram page. Also, you can go to our Facebook page at BZNZ Talk, at BZNZ Talk, and we will be glad to work with you. And also, a quick reminder throughout the show, I want to let you know that the likes are free, the dislikes are free, the love button is free, the share button is free, and the subscribe button is free. 5 things while you're viewing this broadcast. 5 things while you're learning and growing. 5 things that is for free, and we would love for you to partake in that during the program. Last but not least, once again, we want to thank you all for tuning in to our program, our broadcast, our live stream, because you are the ones that run the show. Thank you all. Peace. Be blessed.
We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn. BZNZ, BZNZ, Internet Talk Radio. We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta
You are now tuned into BZNZ Internet Talk Radio, where the relationship talk is the conversation that never sleeps and the payoff is never cheap.
Already know what time it is. We gonna talk about it. Let's play that, run that back.
We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn. BZNZ, BZNZ, Internet Talk Radio. We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn,
Too much we gotta learn. Too much we gotta learn tonight, y'all. We gotta learn. There's some things tonight that we got to learn. It's some things tonight that we got to learn. It's some things tonight that we must go through and we must experience. Hello. Things that we got to talk about tonight. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. We got to talk about some things tonight. What's the point? Here's the question for you. We're gonna get back to a little bit of that music. I know y'all want some music tonight, but I'm gonna talk real quick for a minute. What's the purpose? What's the point of living? What's the point of living a life if you don't sit and have a time to debrief about what is going on in your life? I'm gonna take a sip today. How is it that we have become like the hamster that's running up that hamster wheel day by day by day, always working, always going to school, always doing something, but we're not sitting back really observing and paying attention to what's going on in the world. Hello. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? That's by design. Hello. That's by design. See, the world, they want you always tired. They want you always busy, so you don't really get a chance to understand and see what's really going on in our world. But for tonight, we have come, and you have come to the right place because we're gonna talk about it. Let's get back to some of this music real quick. Fiesta, come on. Fiesta, yay. Fiesta. Tell me, have you seen her? She's with me, a freak on the low. Fiesta. Hey, fiesta. Come on. Fiesta. Hey. Tell me, have you seen her? She's with me. Oh, yeah. Fiesta. Hey. My. Yay. Fiesta. Hey. Tell me, have you seen her? She's with me, a freak on the low. Shout out to my nigga Kels. They got him in prison right now for unjust, for something that the parents need to be in jail for. But y'all ain't ready to have that conversation. Fiesta. Oh. Man, this broadcast is dedicated to Queen Mother Nichelle Nichols, Trailblazer, the GOAT, 11-time champion, Mr. Bill Russell. This podcast is brought to you and dedicated to them. My. My, yeah. Oh, you know what time it is? More and more. Oh, more. Man, I'm not going to hold you long tonight with the singing. We can get today as we end the show, because we got a special topic tonight that must be talked about. See, a lot of people, they're afraid to talk about things, but I'm so glad that here on BZNZ, we going after them. We're going to talk about them. More and more and more and more and more. More and more.
Amazing.
More and more and more. Oh, man.
God in Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children. Amazing.
Talk to him, Jesse.
God in Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children.
Well, like I said earlier, tonight's broadcast is dedicated to Nichelle Nichols and Brother Bill Russell. Let me read a little bit. It says that Nichelle Nichols, best known for her groundbreaking portrayal of Lieutenant Nyota Uhura in Star Trek. I didn't really watch Star Trek as a kid growing up. The original series. She passed away at the age 89. And I like this phrase that Whoopi Goldberg has up here. That's why I kept it up there. It says, there's a black woman on TV and she ain't no maid. Wow. Where's Jesse at when I need him? Where's Jesse at when I need him?
Amazing.
That's amazing. I'm just saying that is really amazing to be able to have that type of role back in those days, when we know that most of the roles that black people received was, or black women received, was either maids and even black men. Come on, where did the Uncle Ben character come from? Like the Uncle Ben's rice, Uncle Tom's cabin. Come on. More and more. Turn me up. Mr. Bill Russell, the cornerstone of the Boston Celtics dynasty that won 8 straight titles and 11 overall during his career. Hall of Famer, was the age 88. Man, may they rest in peace. May they rest in power to the both of them. Look over us. May heaven smile upon you. This broadcast, this podcast is dedicated to the both of you. More and more. More and more. Yeah, yeah. Oh. More and more. We're gonna let it play out. More and more, more and more and more and more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. More and more. More and more. We are certainly thankful to be here tonight. I am Tyrant Joe, your gracious host of the BZNZ Internet Talk Radio Show, where we come on every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, to give you what you have been waiting for, which is some great, unadulterated, conscious, keeping the mind conscious and keeping the mind aware of everything that's going on in the world. And I'm so thankful and grateful to be here tonight. Thankful and grateful to be here any chance I can to facilitate discussion and to facilitate knowledge whenever I can get that opportunity. As always, remember to take your trace minerals. Remember, take your vitamins. Get you some vitamin C. Get you some zinc, some selenium, some potassium, some salt, sodium. Get you some manganese. Get you some magnesium. Get you some calcium. Remember to get you some of that. Remember to walk daily. And of course, real men. Of course, real men drink water because what? Our ladies need us to be King Kong in the bed. If you don't drink your water, come on now, you can't use your third leg. I'm not going to hold you long tonight. We want to get into it. But first, before we do, to my viewers, and my listeners right now, I want to ask you, put a 1 in the chat if you're familiar with a show titled P Valley. I'm not familiar with this show. I've seen many people on my Facebook timeline hinting at this show, but a lot of times I just kind of ignore it. If you have been watching this show, you know what this storyline is about. Hit a 1. A coworker of mine, she wants me to watch a free episode. Maybe if they have a free episode on YouTube, I'm not even sure. Maybe, if not, I'll watch a trailer. So I watched the trailer of it, and she want me to do a review. I told her I could do that. Because she actually told me the storyline and the plot of it. I already told her it's going to be a no-go for me. I'm like, number one, I'm not at home enough to even watch these shows. One of my favorite shows
I haven't even watched almost going on 2 years. That's Power. And I know they came out with all kind of episodes. They came out with all kind of, seasons and all kind of series. And I can't wait to get a chance to sit down and watch and binge watch all of them. I mean, it's gonna probably take me about a week or two. I'm telling you, I ain't leaving the house, nothing. I'm staying right there at home or wherever. If I'm in a hotel, I'm gonna binge watch all of the Power. Cause man, I'm telling you, that storyline on Power is on point. Let's see what Wayne said. Don't watch, but I hear about it and I have seen the trailer. Okay. But yeah, she told me the storyline and she told me she want me to ask the question, which I'll probably post that question up on my Facebook page. She said that it's a character that I think his name is Lil Murder or something. She said the character's name is Lil Murder and he's a rapper. And she said something about he's messing around with a homosexual that I think the homosexual is a transgender or something like that. And she said that he's a rapper. She said, but in real life, he is married to a woman. So she wanted me to pose the question, which I am once I watched the episode. She really want to know from the women how would they feel about their husband playing a down low man messing around with a well-known homosexual on a movie role. I told her, I said, girl, you said a mouthful right there. I said, but that's a good question. That is a good question. She want to know. She want to know how would women feel if their husband was really for real. Like, I mean, because she told me, she said in this series, she said they showing the male body parts, and she said they really going at it. I say, oh no. I say, pray for me because I don't even think I'm gonna be able to make it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it through the one episode that I'm gonna watch. I can't do that. I can't do that. So okay, Ebony said she's seen it. How you like it? You like it? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because women, y'all can, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can watch stuff like that. That's just not for me. Okay, that ain't for me. I just can't. I really can't do it. I mean, be honest with you, I don't even watch TV. I watch YouTube all the time. You feel me? I watch YouTube, but I do. Hey, Power is my thing though. And the only reason why I watch the Power because I don't have none of those streaming apps. I don't have none of those streaming apps. But that's what she told. She told me that that's part of the storyline because I think she said that the well-known homosexual in the show, his name is Uncle somebody. I don't know, Uncle somebody. They said. No, Danger. It's another coworker. She matter of fact, she out of town right now. She said she gonna be coming on the show when she get back. Another coworker, she was telling me about. She said she watched it and she said it's real. She said it's real good. She said once you get past, I guess she said once you get past the homosexual acts, it's got a good storyline and a good plot. Man, I'm gonna tell you. I started out watching Empire. I couldn't watch that no more. Hey, is Empire still on? Can somebody put in the chat? Let me know if Empire is still on. But I'm telling you, man, I couldn't watch it though. I watched, I watched a lot of episodes, but after a while, like, man, I can't do it. I can't do it. Well, you know what? I tell you what, John and D. Matter of fact, I'll let y'all speak right now before we go into the topic. Y'all can't speak too long now. Y'all can't speak too long. We got to get into this topic. This is a hot topic tonight. But just tell me, have y'all seen this show? What is it? P-Valley. What up, D?
What's up, boss man?
You got it?
Yeah, I think I might have peeped at that pink something deal on YouTube. I think I might have checked it out a little bit. They got so much stuff on YouTube, man. My head is about big as a blimp. I can't handle it all.
But they said, but I mean, the show is on the streaming out. I think Stars or something.
Well, they got so many different free apps around here, man. You can just about watch anything with everything.
Oh well, yeah. Let me see if John knows. What up, John?
What's going on?
Man, you got it. Have you seen P Valley?
No, man. I seen the commercial one. Like I'm like you, Ty. I like a lot of I watch YouTube all the time. So I seen the commercials and stuff, but I ain't really get into it. But on the subject,
we ain't started yet. We ain't started yet.
Oh.
We ain't started yet. We ain't started the subject yet. No.
P Valley is the subject?
No, P Valley. I'm just doing preliminary because that's been on my mind to ask everybody about it before I watch this first episode and give my take. I was
talking about the homosexual dude and the chick that's married in real life. Or the dude that's married.
Yeah. Give me that. Give me your take on that.
I was saying to each his own, but Hollywood sometimes does that on purpose. And it's got to be, you gotta put conviction over profit sometimes. Be like, nope, I'll pass on that role. Or are you just gonna do it and take the money because you want the money or because you want your big break? And that's the role you're gonna take to break out. You know what I'm saying? It's $1 million. That ain't gonna be the last role of your career for you to have to take that. But if you're gonna take it, to each his own. I can't condemn nobody for doing their thing if they acted. But me personally, if I was an actor, I wouldn't take that role. I'd be like, give me something else, or I'd pass on it. Because once you do that, to me, it's kind of like you selling your soul. You know what I mean? If you go back on YouTube and watch some old Dave Chappelle talks, he talks about that. A lot of actors have done that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And some haven't. So it's upon that person whether they're gonna cross over and do that or not. He said, but for the ones that have done it, if you think about it, their career kind of blew up after they did that role. The Shanae, the Big Mama. You know what I'm saying? It's like their career takes off after that. But me personally, I wouldn't mess with it.
Okay. All right, she talking about Brandon T. Jackson. Greetings, Rock Crew. This is not our subject. We are not on the subject. We just doing a preliminary right now, which we get ready to hop into this subject here real quick. I'm gonna need Mr. D to stay muted because he got a huge echo in the back. But yeah, let me see. The guy from Big Mama's house, Brandon T. Jackson, said it was the worst decision of his life, and everything went down after he did it. Yeah, facts. Most definitely. I remember when he wore that dress. And that's what I'm saying. As I get older, I can't really watch too much homosexual TV. I just can't do it. That's what I'm saying. I watched that Empire. I watched that a while, and then after that, I just fell off. I couldn't do it no more. I cannot do it. It's just like, man, I mean, for real, like the question, like, what are you really feeding yourself watching it? John?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I could watch the women because I love Orange is the New Black. But when you used to have brothers on there, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's not a woman though, John.
Huh?
That's not a woman.
On what?
Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, them was all women, wasn't it?
You talking about Laverne Cox?
Oh, well, not her. I'm just talking about the show in general.
You know what I'm saying? Laverne Cox is not a woman.
Oh. What is she?
She trans.
Oh. Well, I wasn't talking about her. I was talking about the show in general. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mind.
Don't tell me you let Laverne trick you. Hey, D, he let Laverne trick you.
The lesbian act is what I'm saying. I didn't mind that point.
I
But
Well,
like my wife is watching the show now about the black college kids or whatever, and there's one that's supposed to be, whatever, long hair, wears dresses, but you got a mustache though. I don't understand it.
mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is confusing to me. And like Dave Chappelle say, should we have to switch up our pronouns and shit for these motherfuckers? I
Right,
mean, I don't
right.
know. And I'm not trying to sound, evil or nothing, because if that's what they want to do, to each his own. They don't pay none of my bills, so I'm not judging them at all. But I'm just saying, you know, it confuses everybody, and then at the same time, while we confused about it, you want us to be tolerant about it, and then at the same
Yeah, that's his
time,
name, Uncle Clifford. They said his name, Uncle Clifford,
when
and
something happens
Lord
tragically,
mercy.
like Black Lives Matter, you want to take that over and throw a rainbow in it when it had nothing to do with you. It had something to do with young black boys being killed in the street. It had nothing to do about, sexual equality. You know what I'm saying? So it gets to be a whole different mess where they weaving in and out of spots that they don't have to be in.
Right, I'll be
But
right
that's
back.
just
Keep
me.
going.
You know what I mean? It's what you think, Mr. D?
hey, Big John, good to see you, man.
What's
See,
going
you just proved the point that I was telling T about a few weeks ago. Those trans people out there in Hollywood, man, you don't know if you catching up with a girl or with a guy. You got to do that family background check so that you can make sure that the girl that you calling your wife is actually your wife and not your husband. Yeah, because I've been checked out a whole lot of stars, that has lost their careers because they didn't want to do that crossover role. There was some women that have lost their acting jobs because they didn't want to cross over and be a lesbian. And there's a lot of guys, man, that didn't want to, play the part of wearing a dress, and they basically got blackballed in Hollywood.
There
And
you go.
if you notice, almost everybody now in Hollywood is the alphabet people, the AGDQ and the QRs and Zs and all that stuff. Like, man, I'm telling you, it's really pathetic. Almost everybody's starting to come out and say that they crossing over. Like they got this supposed to be hard time gangster rapper from Atlanta. He done came out and said he's getting it up to Zaza. I mean, what does it really take that to become a superstar? I mean, where's your talent at? If all you got to do is say, my name is Johnny Bend Over, and you're a big star like Will. Will didn't start really blowing up until he started playing those strange roles. When he started doing that, and everybody, most of the people in Hollywood calling it comedy and everything. But in all actuality, I think Will is a little bit of molasses stripper, That's just
Well,
my opinion.
I just feel like, you know what I mean? It don't, just because you don't want to play those roles, you shouldn't have to be labeled a certain way. You know what I mean? Because everything nowadays is an attack on this and an attack on that, and nobody talks about the attack on our heterosexuality. You know what I mean? Being a straight man, nobody talks
Right.
about the attack on that. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you don't want to play that role because you have a certain standard and you don't get, any more, acting gigs because of that, and you get blackballed, that kind of is an attack on your heterosexuality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's not really too many actors in Hollywood that's going to say that, especially the actors that are chocolate. I mean, the darker pigmented actors and actresses, they're not going to say anything because their agent done already let them know. I'm going to turn you out before you even get to be where you want to go.
Well, they better get another agent then.
Mm-mm.
I remember years ago, years ago when Jim Neighbors, when it was out that Jim Neighbors was a switch hitter. There was an article published in the Sun magazine that said that his manager had turned him out. So I mean, what are you gonna do? Go back to eating cheese and crackers, or you gonna keep on eating steak and caviar? If you ain't got no morals or no standards, hey, you're a done deal.
Oh wait. Well, all right. On that note, we're gonna get ready, y'all. Get ready and set this thing up, man. We do not want to hold long tonight at all. But we want to draw your mind in, man. What has our world come to? Really, this is the question, though. It's not even a question because we already know what's going on. Well, tonight's topic is the baby boy era. And truly, I do believe that this is a baby boy era that we are in, and we've been in this era for some time, and it's getting worse. It's not getting any better. I mean, I'm starting to see, ladies, why it is that you really can't take a man like myself, King Dwayne, John, Mr. D. I'm really starting to see why you all cannot take a man like us, because you have been accustomed to baby boy type niggas. And I didn't, and it took me a minute to really realize that, but I got it. And I've been sitting on this for a while. So I said, we're gonna go ahead and have this conversation, because what is a baby boy type nigga? Okay. Baby boy, he's that dude that looks for a woman to supply his every need. Baby boy is a man that he don't really understand what it's like to be a man, but he goes around perpetrating, acting as if he is a man, but he don't even have a job enough to pay his rent, to be able to take a girl out on a date, but he swear up and down he is a man. Oh yeah, we're gonna get deep tonight. Because that's what's wrong with society. We have a lot of baby boys out here that is, they talk about, well, it's some pee, in the pool, it's some pee in the dating pool, some boo-boo in the dating pool. Oh yeah, it's a whole bunch in the dating pool. Before I even go further, let me say this. As long as I'm in this hotel room, I will be struggle streaming. So if you see me disappear from the screen, or if you see me freeze up, don't worry. I will be back. Just hang on. Give me about a minute or two, and I'll be right back. But most definitely, it is a ton of pee and boo boo and all that in the dating pool, because you know why? Because there are people that's allowing it. We should want to seek for better. That's it. See, myself, King Dwayne, John, Danger, they not allowing the pee and the boo boo to bother them in the day. They're not allowing it to so they're gonna still be who they are. They're gonna still want you to still do what is right. But some people, they're allowing the pee and all that in the dating pool. They're allowing that to, hey, well, that's just the way things are. I'm just gonna go with the flow. No, you can't be no type of man. You can't be no type of man that's gonna go with the flow when you are called to do something better. That's why when I started off the show today, I said, how is it that we work these jobs every day, every year, and some people don't even stop to sit back and just think and reflect on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You starting out age 20, 25, 30. Next thing you look up, you 50 years old, still ain't had a chance to really sit down and decompress what is going on in the world. Come on, man. Right now, we got leaders that's getting ready to run this world into the ground, but ain't nobody really talking about that. Some people they scared to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We got women that's out here causing men to commit suicide. We got men out here that's causing women to commit suicide, but ain't nobody talking about that. People scared. Long as I got my EBT, long as I got my welfare check. You know what I'm saying? That's right. That's too real for them. Long as I got that, I don't care about nothing else. So then when you stop getting the EBT, when you stop getting your welfare check, now you're gonna care. But it's gonna be too late. You know what I'm saying? We got men out here, speaking of baby boy, we got men out here that yes, of course, being raised by and think he is being raised by a mom, a single parent. But hey, you know what? I'm gonna say that there are some differences. There are some differences. I was raised by a single mom. Some of my cousins was raised by single moms. But one thing I tell you, I don't see no baby boy in them. They certainly know they ain't seen baby boy in me. Hello, man, you land up off of a woman. You land off of a woman. Not only that, you letting a woman do all the work. Come on now. And see, you know, I was trying my best not to get on the women, but I got to get on the women. Ladies, why are y'all babying these boys? Come on. Why are y'all babying these boys? You got moms bringing they 9, 10, 12-year-old boys into the girls' bathroom. Come on now. You know good damn well he needs to be going in the bathroom with the men. See? And that's the problem. That's the problem. These boys, and I asked the question. I'm about to go to my page because I gotta get that question that I asked. The question was, hold on. Here's the question. If a male is raised like a baby boy, what type of man will he be as an adult? I got, let me see the responses I got. Ebony Osborne, she said he'll be a bitch ass, weak ass beta male. And John said, before we even had that discussion, don't let okay. He said, don't let Danger come on here talking about a single mother can't raise no man, because that's an opinion, not a fact. Well, I'm gonna put it like this. Part of why you have these baby boys is because of single moms raising men. Come on, if we gonna call a spade what it is, that's part of why you have baby boys. If you really want to get it right, we need to stand and agree and get black men and black women back into the household together so they raise their kids together. Come on, it starts at home. How is it for real? Like for real, how do you have a baby boy if the mother is not the one? If the mother is not the one that's making them turn them into a baby boy? Come on, these are questions. These are questions that need to be answered. How do you have a baby boy? Come on now. I know single moms that won't even let their boys be around their fathers. Father is alive and well. Their father is in their life, but they won't even let the boy be around them. Well, he don't need to be around him. And the reasons why be so silly. Well, because he have a different girlfriend. Nigga, who cares? As long if that girlfriend ain't doing nothing to the boy, then who cares? He got a different girlfriend for every day of the week. They be around him. So I don't want him to see all day. No, he needs to be around a man. That's the problem. He needs to be around a man. We're talking about man. We're talking about man behavior. Then what happens after the young baby boy is raised to be a man, he don't even know how to interact with a woman. You know what I'm saying? It is a shame. I seen somebody talking about this the other day, how they seen two young individuals out on a date. They weren't saying nothing to each other. You know what they was doing? They was all on their phone texting. So they let the phone communicate to them. King Dwayne talking about how the phone is the woman's man now. That's her new man. And you know what? That's probably what it is. She probably the woman, the girl, she probably up there texting another dude talking about, so well, I'm on this date with this one guy, but he not really, the guy, he not really, communicating with me like a man should. So therefore, I'm just gonna talk to you until he say something. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know this stuff goes on. Because people come and talk. People say this stuff to me. This tonight series now, y'all. Tonight is something real. Tonight is something real, and it's special, and it's very serious to our community. We can't keep allowing single moms to raise baby boys. You know what I'm saying? You got a man. I really don't want to say his name. I'll just do this. Hold on, let me do this real quick. I don't want to say his name though. I don't want to say his name, but you got men like this that's raising other men's kids. I seen some article today where they said this man right here is getting ready to is paying for Future's little boy to be in the NFL, and everybody is happy and clapping and stuff. But here's my question: why is Future okay? I'm gonna say their name, Sierra. Why you not allowing Future to raise his son? Is there anything going on, Sierra, as to why Future is not in his son's life? I need to know that, Sierra. If you watching this show, Sierra, please inbox me. But this is what we're talking about is the state of emergency of baby boys. Baby boys, they kind of, you know what I'm saying? They almost worse as a simp. Because as the boy began to be an adult, he don't know how to communicate to a woman. He don't even know how to express himself to let a woman know of his interest. When he do, he's going to talk to that woman like a woman. What day was this? Thursday. Mr. D said something about single moms raising boys turn out to be sissies. And people got upset in the chat room. And the thing is, away from the language that Mr. D used, hey, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. I'm seeing little boys scream, throw hissy fits when they mom get at them. I'm seeing little boys stomp. Ladies, do you want a man like that? Come on, we're gonna keep it a buck tonight, ladies. Do you want a man that when you tell him something, when you ask him about something, I'm talking about a grown man in his 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever, he stomp and he scream? Or do you want a man that know how to just be a man? He's not doing the stomping, he's not doing the screaming, he's not throwing up his hands. We talking about male and female behavior right now. What type of man do you want? I'll be willing to bet money you don't want no man like that. I'll be willing to bet money you don't want no man that when you go to his house or when you on a date with him, he's being very rational or irrational. He's screaming and talking to you like he's a female. That's what happens when you raise a baby boy. That's what we talking about tonight. We talking about that tonight. I'm gonna get to these comments in a minute, but let me show this real quick. Let me show this because we got a lot going on here tonight. No, we're not gonna do that. Let me try to share my screen. Share my screen. I'm gonna try to slow it down for y'all, but for real, man, this is a state of emergency. I'm starting to really. Oh no, sir, we don't want that. We don't want that. But I'm really starting to see now the water now since they are getting exposed. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't get along too well with my baby's mamas. I'm sure you understand that.
No, I don't. I'm cool with both my baby mamas.
Well, we see how long that's gonna last.
As long as I wanted to. We ain't talking about me. We're talking about you. I talked to your son the other day. I overheard you say his name when your old nigga was up in the kitchen having a good old time playing cards. Lived like 5 minutes away from here in Inglewood, huh? So I rode up on him at Morningside High School and asked him about you. He said he didn't have shit to say about you because you used to whip his mama's ass. What you think about that, Melvin? You gonna beat my mama? Nah. I think you know better than that, don't you? You want to walk around here with your chest all out talking about you a real man. You know I don't like you around my mama, Melvin. Because you're foul. You a dirty motherfucker, Melvin. And don't think 1 second I'm going to let you get all up in her head and get her to kick me out like the last nigga did my brother. Because I ain't having it, bruh. No way. No how.
Yeah, youngster.
Yeah, he a baby boy type nigga.
Yeah, get your ass up out of here.
Yeah, you called on your mama, didn't you?
Call for your mama. I stayed off your ass out of respect for that woman. But if it wasn't for your mama, I would have broke your little ass down a long time ago. Jody? Little Jody? You know that's I see a scared little chocolate bitch. Look up off me. That's what I see. If he's on lock now, I think you get on your knees and fix it. 20 years. Let's see where you be 20 years from now.
Ooh. Oh, wee. Oh, wee. Hey, little Jody almost went to sleep. Hey, what'd he say? He said, Jody? He said, if I just had been 20 years, he said he made the little nigga get on his knees and fix it. Oh, man. Boy. Anywho. That's what happened when you a baby boy. You know what I'm saying? You act real hard. You may act real hard and try to talk tough, but you don't see the other side of the coin. And the other side of the coin is that homie slipped up on him and almost put him to sleep. Let me get to these. It's just so many comments coming in. Let me get to the comments. Let's see what we got. The male she raised to hate. Yes, sir. Let's keep it moving. They're being mummied to death. The mothers are turning men into who they reimagined a man to be, yet lack the equipment to do so. Give character and find a mentor so he can see to be one. Rock truth. Yep, absolutely. Keep it moving. Teach King. That's exactly why. All right. Thank you. She treats him like her man and not her child. She used them like bait, a payday and pay back. They go so far as to punk them out as well and think because he graduated high school and college, she did something right. I got to talk on that. That's what I'm saying. Well, at least I got him out of high school. He graduated. But that's only a little percent. That ain't really nothing. To be honest with you, he should even went to high school. He should have been trained and taught by his father. But that's a whole nother subject that I know y'all don't want to get into today. But he should have been trained and taught by his father. Scrutinize this. Modern women will never look into a man's eyes the way she gazes into her portal piece. Oh, absolutely. Where are they fathers? Yes, Ebony. Where are they fathers? We got single moms that don't even want their sons around their fathers. They want their sons to be around them 24/7, which is perpetuating him becoming more. I really want to say the B word, but I'm not gonna say the B word. But he's becoming a woman. That's what he is. He is becoming a woman. All right, let's go to Rock Truth. If you didn't want him to raise his child, you shouldn't have slept with him. Facts. Facts. Majority of fathers have been manipulated out of the house and relegated to the picture in the female's mind. Come on now. That's it. Speaking of that, I had a neighbor just almost a week ago. I had a neighbor. He lived right across from me. He was we was talking about how things is going on in our apartment complex, how they talking about they was gonna do they gotta do these apartment inspections and all that. And he said something that really proved my point that I've been saying for the longest on this program. But you know, some of the ladies that was on the program was yelling and going off on me for saying it. And that was, he said, man, I was up here running my gas out and everything because you know, he's like, I got a feeling, and you know, I can't really be in the house like that. I can't even be on the lease. So I was running my gas out just so you know she wouldn't see me in there. I was like, well, I'm like, if you a gangster, man, you know, I was trying to calm him down. He older guy too. He's like a senior citizen. I was trying to calm him down. I'm like, bro, I'm like, if you a guest and everything in the house, they ain't gonna trip over that. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, I'm like, cause I'm like, everybody see your car. Everybody know what kind of car you got. We see you driving in and out every day. So he's out. No, but I just didn't even want to be in the house. I'm like, I feel you. But I'm like, I'm just trying to give you some peace, bro. Don't be that scared. Just be like, hey, man, you know, I'm just here kicking it with her for the day. I'm about to, matter of fact, as she walking out the door, you walking out, getting in your car, driving off too. So, you know, but that just proved my point. If you want to get all these benefits and stuff like that, start back in the latter 60s, early 70s, the man could not be in a home. And it seemed like that same mindset is still here today. Whereas you don't want the man in a home, you don't want the man being a father to his kids. I see some women be talking to the father saying, my son, my daughter. I was like, well, it's that nigga seed. Come on. It was his seed that was able to fertilize your egg. We are environment. He reacts like her as opposed to responding like his father. That's how they go from 0 to 100 quick, right? It's too many men I know that do this with women. This is not man behavior. This is not man behavior. We talk about man behavior here on BZNZ. We are raising men up to be men. We are raising men up to be able to change a flat tire. We're raising men up to be able to carry groceries. We're raising men up to be able to do things to survive. Come on now. These beta boys, I said beta boys, these baby boys, they can't really survive out here. Come on, I don't even have weapons. I can barely survive, but you know, I know how to use my head. I can think, I can try something, but I ain't even got no weapons. Just a knife. Let me see. The gall to speak to someone in that manner displays a lack of her training him upright. Come on. Teach, and they reimagine as a pro. Let me go to John. What do you mean, Ty, the man can't be in the home? Back in the 70s, when the feminist movement wanted to, when the feminist movement came to the black woman and told them, hey, would you like to be a part of our movement? Would you like to be a part of our group? If so, this is what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? You can get food stamps, you can get this, you can get all that. Just be a part of our group. But in order to get these food stamps, in order to get these benefits, these welfare benefits, if you have a man, he can't really be at home, because if you got a man at home, he's the one that's supposed to be taking care of you, yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, the men, some of these men had been sent off to war. Some of these men have been fighting in the Vietnam War, and they came back. They weren't able to get a job like that, so they needed some of the benefits as well. But that's not how it worked. Is when they came to give you benefits, when you know what I'm saying, if you was a woman getting these benefits and they came to give you these benefits, they came to check your house to make sure they didn't see a man's shoes in the house, to make sure they didn't see no suits, make sure it was just nothing but the woman and the kids. That was on purpose. Watch a tornado, Doc. And if the house loses its roof, the rest of the house is subject to demise. Same holds rock true for a family. No head, the family perishes. Facts. Facts. The women don't want real men. They want the boys keep looking to them. Facts. I mean, let us not forget. I guess I'm gonna slow down on speaking, because I see y'all got a lot going on. I'm gonna show this last video. I think Dwayne gonna want me to show a video, but I'm gonna show this last video. And let us not forget, that this video I'm about to show was of a woman that's got a grown 29-year-old son in the house, and she is talking to the man that moved in with her. We got to get on him because, dude, he's speaking like a man. He's moving like a man, but he's not all the way 100% man. Come on now, we got to talk tonight. He's not all the way 100% man because the house is not in his name. It's not his house. It's his woman's house. He moved in with her. As you watch the video, you're going to hear her say, well, when I met you, you was living with your mom. So he's not all the way man. All the way man would say, all right, let me leave. You and your son stay together. I'm going to get my house. And if you want to be with me, then you come move in my house. And then at that point, you say, but your son can't come either. Come on, man. This is what we're talking about today. We're talking about stop being a baby boy. But the only way you can stop being a baby boy is if your mother take the titty out your mouth. Come on, say it with me, ladies. You got to take that titty out of that boy's mouth and let him be a man on his own. Let me play this video, man, so I can get the panel up here. Let me play this video so we can get the panel up here.
I'ma see if you gonna tell him. I'ma see if you gonna tell him. He coming in right now.
I let him know what's
and then when cause he ain't going nowhere. That's my son. That's my only son.
At some point he got to go.
Never no time.
I mean, at some point he
never
got
no
to go.
time.
Man.
Never no time.
Well, tell him, Christian.
No, you tell him. Well, you talking about you grown and you gotta go somewhere. I told him you my only son. You ain't going no damn where. You go when you get ready.
Man, I just feel at some point you need to make your own way. That's what I be want to walk through the house naked sometime, and there you go. So I mean, what?
No, if anything, you can go, not him. How about that?
I want to pay all the fucking bills in here. How the f you gonna tell me where I can go?
But the thing is, like, why do I gotta? This is my mama's house. Like, why do I gotta leave my mama house?
Period.
Man, you damn near 40 years old. Damn near it's time to go. I mean, at what point?
I'm 29. I'm not.
Well,
40.
Well, that's pretty 10
But
years
you know
away.
what? When I met you was living with your mama.
Man, please.
You
I
was
was
living
in
with
and
your-
out. Come
you
on,
was
man.
living with your mama.
I
Now you
was
gonna
only
tell
22
me-
years old.
Now you gonna tell me
Get out of
because
here.
he
No, I
29.
ain't gonna lie, but I ain't getting up. I'm not getting up. I'm
Man,
not
he
going
got
nowhere.
to go.
I'm not going nowhere.
He
This is
has
my
to go.
mama's house.
Well,
And you ain't gotta go
You know
nowhere.
what? Damn it, I ain't gonna pay no bills either. Then, damn it. Now, how you feel about that? You don't want him to go? I won't pay the bills.
No,
but
you gonna continue to pay
he
the
got
bills.
to go though, man. It's too much. See, we arguing and stuff about stuff.
Because,
You
but
know
at the end of the
what I'm
day, all you gotta do is tell me to help. Y'all ain't saying nothing. It's like,
Man, you a
slow
grown
down,
ass
citizen.
man. You a
Slow
grown
down,
ass
citizen.
man. You supposed to know the garbage overfilled. You supposed to know to take that outside. Come on, man. I don't have to tell you all this stuff, man.
But the thing is, I'm barely here, so I'm barely making garbage. So why I gotta take the garbage shop? I'm barely here. If I'm barely here, barely making garbage, barely making dishes, like why I gotta do anything?
Well, she gonna
Right.
always make excuses for you, man. But
Right, he don't even be here. So what is you talking about? He don't be here like that. He come here,
well,
he
when
sleep,
he's
and
here,
then he on
he needs to
business the
help
rest
out.
of the day.
When he's here, he needs to help out. He needs to do some things. He
Well,
needs
I
to be
tell you what,
productive.
he ain't paying no bills
damn it,
and
he
he
gonna
ain't
start
gotta go.
paying some bills around
But
this
I ain't
camp.
paying.
But
I gotta pay.
I'd rather for him to
My
get the
mama,
fuck out.
but listen, my mama said I gotta pay no bills. I ain't paying no bills.
He gotta pay. What I want him to do is save his money and do what he
See,
needs to do with his
you
money
the whole reason
and
why
not
he is
pay
the way
no
he is,
bills.
because all this soft shit you bring into him, he still got the titty in the mouth. You let
Oh,
all that
hell
stuff
no.
go on.
No, you know what I know? You jealous. You jealous of my
Only
son.
you would say
You
that.
jealous of my son.
Only you would say some bull
But
crap.
I don't know
like that.
if you jealous or not, but I just know I ain't getting on my mama's house. Like, if I gotta get my mama's house, you gotta put me on my mama's house at the end of the day.
Well,
Just at the
damn
end
it,
of the
I'm
day.
gonna be carrying you out. You got to go.
Oh, you don't need to work to carry
Ain't
us
got
both out then if
Ain't
that's
got no
the case.
problem with carrying them out. I just shoot them on out. And you,
Michael, now you know good and damn well I'm not kicking my son out.
I ain't going
well,
nowhere.
what
I
point
ain't-
you expect
But at the end of the
him
day, I ain't worried about it. Like, at the end of the day, I'm here. I live here, so until I'm ready to get out, I'm gonna be here. So it don't
At
matter.
what point is you trying to? What's your plans for this man? What's
my
really
plan
going
is to
on?
stay in here as long as I need to stay in here. That's my
And
plan.
what if he 45, 50?
And he gonna be 45, 50
Don't
up
know,
in here.
crazy as hell. Well, damn it, I'm gonna be out there.
Bye.
Understand? No,
Bye.
he's going. He's going.
Get
that's what's
my only son. Shit,
you the one made him like this because your weak ass.
You know
made him.
what? Come and go. Your son is forever.
Man, I see what I'm saying.
You better go.
I see what I'm saying. That's
right. And like I said,
you made him this way. You made him this way.
I ain't make him this way.
This is a product of your.
I ain't making this way.
This
like
is a
I
product
said,
of
it ain't
your
like
bad
he don't.
decision. Your bad choice.
It ain't like he don't know how to get out here. Like I said, when he ready to go, he can go.
Man, we need a Fetty Walk break on that one. First off, let me start out saying this. All right, man. Let me get to these comments real quick, and then we're gonna bring the panel on up, man. I see Paul Campbell. Man, appreciate you, Doc. I think you're new here to the podcast. Welcome to the podcast. Man, if you are new, please hit that notification bell. Please subscribe so you will know that we are live and ready to take over the world. Let me see what he say. Paul said, would you consider the boyfriend one of the types of men that women complain about not worthy of submitting to? Facts. But the crazy part is, though, is what I said. The reason why they probably would submit to him because, oh man, he just subscribed. Man, appreciate you, Doc. Appreciate you for doing that. The reason why they would submit to him is because his name is not on the lease. He paying the bills. But you see all this pushback. You see all this pushback, this big mama energy that she's giving him. She said, niggas come and go, but your son gonna be forever. Ain't that crazy? I mean, I get it. You put your son over a man, but this not just any man, though. This is a man that's paying the bills in your house. This is the man that's really trying to hint to you that you need to turn your son into a man, not a beta, a simp, a baby boy. Let me get to some more real quick. Again, they fact he can tell to him like that displays the lack of training and teaching. Carry them both out, or you are leaving, King. That man, he gonna break his back if he try to carry her out. I don't know what that woman looked like, but I mean, if we gonna judge, because it's impossible not to, I'll be willing to bet that, you know, it's gonna take him a little bit to get all 300 pounds up off the ground. I'm just saying. King Dwayne, nod your head if you think the young lady may weigh about 300. Just nod your head if you think she weighs about 300. I need to know what you think, King. Yep, he nodded his head. It's about 300 pounds. Let me see what Ebony talking about. He should not want her disrespecting him like that. Facts. He talking about he gonna get them all up out of there. No, get yourself up out of there. Teach E. Get yourself up out of there. She just taught that brother many lessons. Right. Let me get the panel up here, man. I gotta let the panel talk. Let them talk. Hey, also, I'm gonna drop the link. If any of the guests want to come up tonight, and if any of the chat room want to come up after the fellas get through going for theirs, I'm gonna drop the link if anybody want to come up. So if you want to be a part, just stick around. Just stick around. Ebony believes she's 300. She said she's 300 pounds, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He talking about he gonna carry them both out. That dude, he gonna need a back brace. His back boy about to be towed up. But all right, I let the fellas go at it.
What's up, gentlemen? What's going on?
What's up, King?
I see y'all out here. Man, listen, man. I want to shout out to the Rock Truth out there and Miss Ebony. I see that.
Hold on, let me get my Trinity real quick. 3 for the Trinity to everybody. I call y'all names later on in the podcast, but the Trinity salute for everybody in the chat room.
And and salute to the new subscribers. We appreciate you.
Shout out to you.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Like I said, you know, she just taught that brother many lessons. She taught that brother many lessons, especially what I like to talk about when it comes down to what real marriage is. And when I say real marriage, I mean that in heavy quotations, because the scriptures say that you can't serve two masters. You're gonna love one, hate the other. You're gonna be devout to one, you're gonna despise the other. You cannot serve money and God. You can't serve two masters. So she let you know so many lessons, because depending on what this brother, I don't know what the brother's end game is, because when I'm listening to this and I'm seeing this back and forth on camera, there's 3 individuals there, and I'm trying to figure out what's the end game for all of them. But I don't get the impression that this brother is married to this woman through the court, meaning he signed a documentation, you know. But if he ever was to go there with her, let's just say if he was there with her now, you're talking about easy bag for her, even at his age, because you're talking about alimony. You know what I'm saying? Because her master is the courts. Her master is family court and the judges and the state, the government. And if you don't know your stuff, you about to get taken to the bank. You about to get cleaned out, brother. At the same time, you getting taught that you're expendable. And also you're getting taught that you should be smart enough to treat her the way she's treating you. But you can't move like that because, like you said, Lord Tyron Joe, the man don't have his own. Because if you flip this around, I guarantee that young man ain't in his house. Oh, he gonna have to figure something out big time. Matter of fact, they probably will be sitting up there living in separate places anyway, for the simple fact that mama would be trying to do whatever she had to do to keep something over the head of her child. Because all I want him to do is just save his money and do whatever he gonna do with his money and just stay here because he my only son. So you're willing to put your feelings, your heart, your needs as a woman, you're willing to put all that on hold when your son, you know, we learned this with freaking Lion King, the circle of life. Your son's supposed to be out. That's why the scriptures say, for this reason, a man leave mom and dad.
Come on.
Ain't nobody supposed to leave more than the son. Baby girl, I got twin daughters. They can stay put. I ain't saying baby boys got to leave, but I encourage that they be a man.
Come on.
And I would want to train them to be men, to be kings, because I'm gonna say this, and then I want to hear Mr. D and John. When you look at the scriptures, because we're gonna talk about this from the originator of the thing. When you look at the scriptures, he's the Most High said, before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. Oh. So of the seed, what do I always say? Whether a man ever impregnates a woman or not, seed is always in me.
Come on.
So a woman is a mother by decision, but a father is always a father.
Come on.
My seed is in my loins, whether I give it to somebody or not, it's always in me. The beginning is always in me. If Christ and my Lord was the tree, guess what? I reflect him. I'm the tree too. So if he said, before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you, then guess who else is supposed to be able to confess that? And I got 2 other fathers on the panel, and Big John and Mr. D. If we're fathers, we're supposed to also be able to say, before you were ever formed in a woman, let alone your mother. We talk about your mother, that woman. Before you were ever formed, I knew you. I had a plan for you. I had a design for you. So that by the time I make that decision, You have no issue with confidence or insecurities because I'm going to make sure you know why I created you. So everything that's going on in that house is a problem. And that brother need to exit ASAP. I'm going to leave it over to everybody else.
Go ahead, Mr. D.
Well, okay. Thanks, Big John. Hey, you got words of wisdom there, King. If I didn't know better, I would have said I was a ventriloquist and talking through your mouth there. Hey, now straight up. That was a classic example why I say a woman, single parent woman cannot, unemphatically cannot raise a man. As you can see, the way she was buffaloing the dude that's paying all the bills, and then the son, he stuck his chest out. Well, I ain't going nowhere. This is my mama's house. She should have, if she was a correct woman, she would have popped him dead in the mouth and said, "Listen, that's a grown man right there. He paying the bills. You need to check yourself. You ain't doing." And he talking about, "Hey, well, just ask me to do something." And the guy said, "Well, man, you see the trash running over? Take the trash out, fool." You know, but see, right back to square one. I don't believe a woman can be truthful and listen to this program. I don't believe a woman can be truthful, and this is coming from D's mouth. I don't believe a woman can be truthful and say that she can raise a child to be a man, and when the boy starts smelling his musk or get out there and get a little tallywhacky, he don't stick his chest out at his mother. Don't get me wrong. She might swing on him and try to put him back in check, but he done already crossed that threshold because he done already got out of hand. I know a lot of women want to get mad. I'm teaching my son to be a strong black man. Shut up that lie. Shut up that lie. If there ain't a man in that neighborhood, an uncle, a cousin, a nephew twice removed to check that boy when that boy smell his musk, he's got that woman walk the chalk line. And I'll give you a classic example. I know women right now, single women, that's trying to raise teenage boys, and no matter what these women do, these boys will have their mothers walking the chalk line. They'll bring in girls, knock them down. They'll blow that yuty, and don't want mama to say nothing. But on the other hand, if you had somebody with a grip like old boy had on baby boy there, you know, a teenage boy is going to think twice about giving his mother gruff when there's a man around. If that mother is a real woman, she will let that man make that boy into a man. You laying around the house, you playing video games, you work when you feel like it. Mama, I need a new pair of Jordans. Okay, baby, I'm going to go out there and get you a pair of Jordans. No, fool, get out there and make your own money. What you going to do when I'm dead and gone? You going to come to the grave and say, "Mama, I need a pair of Jordans"? Now, please, ladies, don't get me wrong. I might sound a little bit facetious, but I love all women. Fat, skinny, tall, I love them all. But the bottom line is, stop fooling yourself. I don't care how pro-black you want to be, or how feminist you want to be, or how you think you're masculine. You cannot raise a boy to be a man. And you can see it all in the streets here. Most of these, okay, a lot of women had to get rid of the men out the house so they could get food stamps, Medicaid, and all that. So here's what the government do. The government find out who you say that kid daddy is, and he tax that kid daddy, whether the kid's in the life or not. You got to pay the state back Medicaid. You got to pay the state back food stamps. You got to do all of that. And even though you're not in the kid's life, but you still got some of these women that refuse to acknowledge the fact that, no, I cannot raise a man. I'm doing all I can. I'm doing a great job, but I still need Cousin Ray Ray. I need Uncle Bobby Socks to check this boy, because when this boy get to be 15, 16 years old, he done busted a good one, and he think he's a man, he's going to stick his chest out at mama. If you look at the picture baby boy, every now and then, I think the cat name is Tyrese, he would changed the vocals on his, when his mama say something, he changed a little bit. Like he running some things. And then you got this other guy in the other video, this 29-year-old, I wish I was a man baby, talking about, mama said I ain't got to go nowhere. Hey, you know what? I would have took my white beater t-shirt, cocked my head to the side, eased out the door and said, no more. If y'all two gonna run the house, what am I here for? Y'all pay the bills. I'm out. It's just that simple. What you got, Big John? Beat me up a little bit.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all why Mr. D is right and wrong at the same time. First of all, that I'm gonna tell you why you can't say that statement. That's like saying somebody saying I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me, but I'm a woman, so I can't raise a son, so not that part. Or that's like saying I'm gonna pray to Almighty God that I raise this boy. I'm a woman, but I'm gonna raise this boy right. But since I'm a woman, God can't help me do that because I'm a woman. I know many guys raised by single mothers who are very Christian women or God-fearing women and who have raised their sons just fine. No female tendencies, no nothing. And they good stand-up men and they have children. So I'm gonna leave that at that. With old boy, I agree with Tyron. Yeah, he should have got up and left. But here's where he's mistaken. If he was doing what he was supposed to do as a man in that house, he wouldn't have to have that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, you'd have let that woman know, even if he moved in. You know what I'm saying? See, when I met my wife, she had her place, I had my place. We both got a place together. And we lived with each other for a year. You know what I'm saying? Not for the sense of shacking up, but the sense of to get a fix of our likes and don't likes and do's and don'ts and pros and cons. Then we got a place together after we got married. If he was gonna move in with that woman, he was gonna say, "Look, I know you on this lease, but I'm a man and I work hard and I believe in providing for my wife, and that goes for your son too, because he's under you. But I believe in being the head of the household. Don't come at me with no crazy stuff when I'm over here paying the bills, because it's your lease. At the end of the day, I can always leave." If he would have been established that, he wouldn't have had to have that conversation. Also, how much time does he spend with that boy? Even though that ain't his son, how much time did he spend with that boy? You know what I'm saying? Because when I got 18, I went straight off to the military. I came back and I stayed a couple months and partied with my friends, and I was gone. I had me in a crib. And my mom was like, "Don't you want to stay and save up the money?" Which I could have, because she was by herself at the time. But I was like, no, I'm ready to be gone and on my own. My son, as soon as he turned 18, gone and out the crib. He stayed with me for a little bit. Now he's gone. You know what I'm saying? I just talked to him yesterday. And I forgot to tell him how proud I am of him, because he been gone as soon as he could. You know what I mean? As soon as he got the ability to. And with that man, if he would have been spending time with that child, saying, "Hey man, what plans do you got, to be a senior in high school? What plans do you got when you graduate high school? You gonna work? Well, you gonna get your own crib? You wanna be running honeys through here, neck with your mama? You know what I'm saying? Don't you wanna run around butt naked with your girls? You know what I'm saying?" He should have had that conversation with him. You know what I'm saying? So when he would have had it in his mind, dang, I don't want to have my honeys running through my crib and my mama's house. I want my own space, not just a room. He would have had that in his mind, not my mama say I ain't got to go nowhere. Whoop de whoop de whoop. And then that man needed to be serious about what he was talking about. If he said, "Well, you know what? Since y'all got it going on and he ain't got to go nowhere, nothing like that, y'all pay the bills and I'll go find my spot." But been serious about it when he said it. And when she look up and say, "Wait a minute, what are you doing?" "Oh, I'm gone. Yo, I can't tell your son nothing. I can't tell you nothing. I'm gone." Ain't no reason for him to be this old and still, nigga, I know that's your only son. You think you the only woman got an only son? So that's where he messed up because he didn't spend time with that child. I remember some family members having a conversation, and he said, "Well, they don't listen to me." He said, "Listen to you." He said, "They kids. You a grown man. Tell them to get because they don't want to go nowhere with me. They don't want to go nowhere with you." He said, "You a grown man. Tell them to get in the car. We about to go to the mall. We about to go to the park. We about to go to the movies. We about to go somewhere." And make their ass get in the car and you take them somewhere.
I can't
I'm gonna
go
tell
with
you.
that.
I'm gonna tell you. I know of a
Can't go with
situation
that.
like that. I know of a
Yeah, spend some
situation
time
like
with
that
them.
where the father. Well, they got a situation right there that I know. This man, these are his kids. These are his kids, and the wife lives in the house too. They still married, everything. His kids ganged up on him at one time and was like, "We need to have a family meeting. We feel that you're not acting up to your potential as a father." His kid. Anywho, let me get to this real quick. Chat room. I'm dropping a link. Selena said something about she said we need to dissect this. What she say? She said we got to dissect the root of these the symptoms or byproducts of disobedience. I'll let her come on and rap about that. I'm gonna go to Facebook, drop the link. Let me see. We got a special guest. We got a special guest in the building, y'all. Special guest just tapped in. We're gonna let her speak on this situation if she's ready. Let's see if she's ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? You muted. She talking. You muted.
I'm talking and muted.
There you go.
Hey, how y'all doing, man?
What's up?
I do want to say this. First of all, I want to say this. I know y'all miss me. No, I'm just playing, but I love y'all. It's good conversation to have when we're talking about how we can do better. But let's talk about how we can do better, and let's not harp on the negative. Y'all know me, man. I'm a bring it anyway. But listen, what I do want to say is really real talk. There's a whole lot of aspects that comes with being a parent, whether mother or father. Right now, we're talking about single women who are trying to raise boys. This is just what I truly believe. At the end of the day, I'm always going to be the encourager. I'm not going to harp on negative stuff. I don't do it anymore. There's enough negative in this world. How can we educate so that it happens, so that greater things happen for our homes, so that we can then get back to what? Family. And so I will say this. I've been listening to some of the conversation, which I could listen to. First of all, in the homes and just having homes with the mother and father in the home, there's a whole lot going on. It's a whole lot going on. You have mothers and fathers that are trying to make it. You have mothers and fathers that are battling. Our kids, they see too much. It can become a negative realm because we are doing things in front of our kids and we're showing them no self-control. But then when we separate, and now it's the woman who may have the children, or the man now can be the single parent. And so at the end of the day, all I want to teach and want people to know is that, listen, with God, anything could happen. And I don't believe for one moment that a mother cannot raise a son to be everything he needs to be. I've seen some fathers that have been neglectful. I've seen mothers that have been neglectful. The thing is, where is your mentality? At this point, what is important to you, you or your children? And I'm going to tell you like this. God works in a realm of conviction. But that's if you allow God to convict you, meaning you have to self-reflect and be accountable for your actions as a mother and a father. See, we can't talk about one and leave the other one out. We always try to do that. And I'm going to bring it to you the best way I know how. And that's how God gave it to me. I'm not worried about man. But at the end of the day, whether you're a single mother or a single father, Do the best that you can. It is not easy, and people will sit around and say it is. It's not easy raising children. You have to be on your stuff. You got to deal with all the other stuff and deal with that. But at the end of the day, raise your sons and daughters in a way to where they can grow, to where they can move, to where they have the best disposition, to where they have confidence, to where they can come to you and ask you questions. I heard a comment that I think John made just now, talking about how the sons came to the husband, I guess, and questioned him and said, "Well, see, we get stuff mixed up. I know how I was taught. I was taught that you shut your mouth and you don't ask me nothing." And that's how I raised my children. But I do find that every now and then I got to play back and I got to say, what is it that you need? I find that I have to sit at a round table with my children, which I have had with my sons and daughters, and say, listen, what do you feel like your mother did wrong? Until you change, there is no change and deliverance in you. And we can sit around and we can play. We can sit around and play like I'm doing the best I can and I'm doing this and no, it's her. It's not me. No, it's him. It's not me. No, it's all of us. It's all of us. You have a role and responsibility to your family. The thing is, God gave you choice. And for some of us, we chose the wrong choice. So deal with it. But deal with it in a way that you do not take it out on these kids, because they deal with enough. So the best. And so this is my encouragement, because I got to go. I got to get away from here. This is my encouragement to every woman. Do not worry about what people say. Do the best you can do, but do it in God. So you build your relationship with God, because you're going to need God in this thing. For the man, it's the same thing for you. You're going to need God in this thing. When you build relationship with God, God will tell you exactly what to do. And you got to know discernment as well. The thing is, do you want to be better? And do you want to be a positive role model in this land? I will never speak negativity. Even with a negative, you can make a positive. And if we're not talking about solution, I don't want to talk. I've learned a lot since I've been gone. I've learned a lot dealing with my children. I've learned a lot in a place that I wasn't even good. I learned a lot in my bitterness. I learned a lot. God has shown me a whole lot. And I'm more compassionate to the man and woman that tries. Everybody that's out here is not doing just wrong by their kids. They're being placed in a situation that they never thought they would be. And now they have to live through it. And it's not easy when you don't know where to go. And you look on social media and everything's negative and how and this and that and this and that, and ain't nobody helping nobody. No, I want to help people. I don't want to just talk about situations and not help the next woman or man. You can do it. You can be great in what you do, because God has already called you to be that. I am done. I love y'all. And I didn't mean to say all that, but I love y'all.
Wait, Q.
Yes.
Are you open for questions? Because people got some questions for you. Mr. D been trying to ask you a question.
Oh, listen, I am out. And so if he was trying to talk, I could not hear him. So I apologize. Yes, I am.
Go ahead, D.
Okay, now listen up. Doggone it, Key. You know you're my girl. You know I can't go to sleep without thinking about you.
I know. And I respect it.
But check this out now. What do you tell your son when he goes out there and pop a little tallywhack and comes back and said, Mama, she said I wasn't no good. So how do you explain to him about sex on that end of the fence?
Listen, I tell him like I have to tell myself. I've been told I wasn't good. Be okay with it and move around. because everything that's in front of you anyway is not for you. And for my children, they are very gifted. And so you are not to be around everybody. Everybody can't have access to you. So you,
Okay,
what
I'll
I
say
try to
this.
tell my
I'll say
sons
this.
is that, go ahead, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, because I was listening to what you were saying, and it sounded to me like it was doing a roller coaster. But that's my ears.
I'm sure.
Ears made it sound like it was a roller coaster.
Yeah, I'm sure when it comes to you, Mr. D, you hear roller coasters because you just that old. But it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I can accept it. It's okay. I accept it. I accept it. I still love you. I've been on roller coasters, but I like them though. But it's okay. But I just want to. I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers.
See, what I'm saying is that there are questions. There are questions that a single woman cannot ask her son, no matter how she thinks there's Johnny on the spot. There are questions that he cannot ask his mother because he's not there. No matter how good and how close they got the communication going, there's certain things he's just not going to ask his mother because he don't feel, he don't feel comfortable asking her. And I know a lot of mothers and fathers say, "Hey, look, daughter, you can come to me with anything." The mother says, "Son, you can come to me with anything." And then when they drop it like that, the mother, her eyes bog out of the head because she's like, whoa, hey, how do I answer that? And the daddy's like, oh my goodness. Let me call your auntie so she can come and run it to you.
I agree.
That's why I say it's hard. I have yet to see a woman raise a boy to be a man. All the teenagers, now whether women want to admit it or not, some women don't like to admit it because everybody that's got a child, even myself, we've all had angels.
Yeah.
All of us have had angels. Everything that comes from us is angels. And we don't like to admit to the public and sometimes to ourselves that our angels that we are cuddling and loving, and when we pat them on the head, we stick our hands because we'd actually hit one of the horns of the devil. You see, a lot of us don't like to admit that. We all, I got the best kids in the world, and I still got a few kids inside of me that's just waiting to get out. But
but I get that, and I understand what you're saying. At the end of the day, situation doesn't cause for that. You can be with a person for so many years of your life, and when you become a single parent, let's just be, if we're going to be honest, let's be honest all the way around the table. And I have people that are on this, that are up front here making comments. I would love to get to those as well, because I'm on a roll. But
we don't have enough time. We don't have enough time. We got other people trying to get on the panel.
So can I respond, or because I got to go?
Yeah, he's going. It might take a minute. Maybe you can type it in there. You can type it in there because we got some.
No, what I'll do is I'll just end this and saying this. I understand what Mr. D is saying, and I understand that. That's why you build relationship with God, because even man knows nothing about that. We don't make all the decisions that you make as a parent, whether you're a mother or a father, is not right. So you build your relationship with God. God will give you the answer. God is the key and the answer to everything. And I'll end it there. I love y'all. I gotta go, and I'll see y'all some other time.
Glad to see you, Kiki. Appreciate it.
See y'all. Love y'all.
All right, men. We got another guest we're gonna bring up, but doing it, men want to respond to what was just said.
Yeah, I want to speak.
Go ahead.
In reference to what was being said. I asked a couple of questions talking about, pretty much going back to what I mentioned earlier about when you involve, the courts, and when you involve the law, when you involve the state, the government, all that different stuff like that. Once you decide, because it's easy to talk around everything. When you don't, what you have to do if you're going to bring God up in a situation, give the word. and I believe that's what Mr. D was on. And I believe that was his hangup, because it's the same thing here. You can't say God this, God that, and then say, oh, well, we're going to make mistakes. Okay, that's a flawed, out of context comment. And it just is what it is. Because the reality of it is that we already know that there is way more lopsidedness where you have women that are, and I'll just say modern day women, because a Yahweh woman ain't moving like that. And a Yahweh woman a Yahweh woman understands that a man's masculinity is his teaching. So I don't care if we ain't together or not. I'm running everything through that man. If you really, and that's why, Lord Tyron Joe, me and you could have a conversation we had before where I pushed back at these couples that are so friendly. Oh, we've been friends. We just work so good together. Then why ain't y'all together? Why ain't y'all in the family? Because clearly you don't understand the word. You don't understand why the Most High Yeshua said what he said to the disciples when they asked him about divorce. When he asked them about, because let's be real here. We want to really, really be real. Sex, the very act of it itself, is marriage. So when it comes down to it, by anything else, once you have, it's one thing to have sex, it's another thing to have sex and children come out of it. You're married forever by that alone. So you don't get to just run off and say, well, I'm custodial parent, or the court said I'm custodial, or I got this power. See, again, that's going back to you choosing a master. See, God's word is over here, but you're going to roll with the courts being the master. You're going to roll with the court's gavel over God and his word, because it makes you the custodial parent that runs the show, and you pick and choose when you want to run something past that father. See, I'm the type of brother, I'm not going to give, all this, to the man. I'm not going to give all this to the woman. I'm going to do everything I can to unbiasedly look at every part. And when you really, really look at every part, there's no way you can look at every part and not going back to what Mary said when she was talking about getting to the root of the stuff and disobedience. When it comes down to it, if that man, who cares what decision you wanted to make, y'all don't win. Let's just say you went your way. You want these fathers to be there. You really, really want that. Create an element or an environment where that man is still running things. That's what it comes down to, because he is the one that's responsible. But you don't get to hold him responsible, tell him to be a father, tell him to step up, tell him to do these things, this, that, the other. It's like sitting up there telling a person to drive, and you just won't allow them to get no gas. Drive, Negro, drive. Well, I need to fill up. No, drive. My car empty. No, drive. You can't do that. And that's what position a lot of these men are in, whether it be their decision, their choices or not, because it's not always down to that. Sometimes it's down to the fact that 75% up to the 80 percentile that women went in, got divorces because they knew it would equal a bag. But more than a bag, I get to run this show. And I don't never have to ask that man what to do. I don't never have to run nothing past him. You cripple a man and you take his manhood when you put him in a position where he's not always presiding over his children. I'm going to say this and we can go from there. A man being a father means he has to preside over. I'm going to say that again. A man being a father means he presides over. Mary said it eloquently. You took the roof off, guess what? The house destroyed. You take the man up out of there, that's the teaching, that's the structure, that's the order, that's the masculinity. You don't get to tell him to be no father, step up when you creating all these issues. It's easy to talk stuff when you are in control, to make up and produce stuff out of your head and then say, hey, you be Batman and fix what I created. You know what? Johnny has been acting up in school. Well, Johnny could be going through all of that stuff, because of the situation that he's under. He ain't with his daddy. So his spirit is reaching out so many different places. Susie's spirit is reaching out in so many places because she don't have a daddy. And if you play that old goofy trump card talking about I'm custodial and I'm this, that, and other, and I run, you're going to lose. And you may think that you're winning because you got him on child support. You may think that you're winning because you trump him here, you do this or you do that, and he's out working all the time. You have split the house. Therefore, you have a broken home, and your children going to be broken too. And there's no getting around that. So you don't get to pick and choose when you use God, then say we all make mistakes, then this, that, that. No, you don't get to play that game. And I believe that Big John and Utah could probably even agree with me here. There's a time when if you ain't together with each other, hopefully your mind get right to understand that there is a time if you got boys, send them boys with their daddy. Send them with their daddy, preferably before they get teenagers. You don't play with that. And I'm going to leave it there for Big John or whoever want to go from there.
Well, I'm going to say this is that in order to even have a solution, you must be able to first diagnose the problem. And that's it. You know, a lot of people, they want to just skip over the problem. And what we do here a lot of on BZNZ, we talk about the problems because half of the time the solution is right there inside of the problem. It's right there inside. The problem tonight is that there are too many women. Ebony said it. Hold on, let me find it. I may not be able to find it in comments going. Here it is. There's too many women that's effeminizing their boys. We got moms that's letting their boys go into the girls' bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, is this the type of man that you want? You want a man? Do you want a man that is going in the restroom with the girls? Do you want a man? I know somebody. I don't even want to say who it is, but I know somebody personally that said when they was teaching their son to pee, to go on the pipe, she talking about she was making him sit down and pee. And I remember I said, girl, don't make him sit down and be, make him stand up and hold that thing. You know what I'm saying? He got to get acquainted with that thing, make him stand up. So, ladies, is this the type of man that you want? You gotta stop. You gotta stop effeminizing these boys. Straight up. All right, you got something, John? Because we're gonna bring up our next guest.
Yeah, man. I was just saying, man, with that last guy, man. Like I was saying at the end of my first comment, you know, how much time has he spent with those boys? You know what I'm saying? For him to be growing up under his roof, whether those are his boys or not, they're still growing up under your roof. You know what I'm saying? So you got to spend time with those kids. So when you speak words out your mouth, they know it's true because they know you care because you bother to say anything at all. See, if people don't say nothing, a lot of times they don't care. You know what I'm saying? But when the kids recollect, oh, he's taking the time to talk to me. He's taking the time to talk to me about, you know, school and what I want to do after that. Do I have a plan? All this stuff. And that you know, that recollects in their mind. You know what I'm saying? We went over the internet and we saw how much apartment prices was and what I may be able to afford, what I'm not be able to afford, how I'm gonna get furniture. That stuff lets them know that you care. So when the conversation comes up, he'll already be thinking, okay, it's time for me to get and find my own place. That's fine that he's working. He's at home working, saving his money. 18 ain't got to be the age that they live. So let's get that out right there. But he's at home, he's working, he's saving his money. Okay, he's been there 2 or 3 years, he's been saving his money, he got a car. He should be looking to, you know what I'm saying? He should have his stuff together enough to where he can move out. You know what I mean? And if that man wasn't doing that, and he said, man, you're almost 40 years old. I mean, he's 30 something. You know what I mean? And he still ain't moved out yet. It's too far gone. It's too far gone. He should have been on that. That video should have never played because he should have been on that. And when she came up saying, "It's my only son, he ain't gotta go." Okay, I tell you what, you and your only son, go ahead and have that. And I'm gonna go ahead and get me my own place and be serious about it.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Let me bring up our next guest, Rock Truth in the building.
Granddad Kings, how are you?
Good, good.
What's going on?
What's going on? What a grand show. So yeah, I would love to just kind of like discuss, dissecting the root cause of the symptoms that we, are watching or exhibiting in our society. It started one, it's in the home, but definitely due to a lack of order. God has order. So to say that, and this is for anybody to say that we don't know what to do is a lie. We know exactly what to do. We do what we want. And when you do what you want, the result of that is always going to be chaos. This is anybody living backward or in opposition to God. You do what you want, this is the result. It's going to always be the same. It's going to be always subject to failure and doom every single time. So there's no need to play like you don't know what the result is going to be. So same deal when you go back to the root cause of how do we get to a baby boy, let's look at the two parents, the two people that came together, more than likely unwed. So there's no order there. More than likely, they didn't get themselves together. They haven't mastered singleness, so they still got emotions and stuff that's out of whack. They operating from a fleshy perspective or emotionally as opposed to rationally and as opposed to in the spirit. They're operating or practicing outside of the culture. So you have people who are practicing fornication, but then pretend as if you don't know the result of fornication. Well, you didn't just land in this situation. What happens after you have premarital sex without a condom, or sometimes with one, because one slip, what happens, the result of that is going to be this. More than likely, you're raising a child on your own. But just because you're raising a child on your own does not mean that you or that child is not subject to law. You can't just because you got it out, whether this person was, even if you was in a marriage and this person, abused you or there was adultery there or they were absent. All right, just because you got it out don't take you out of the fact that you have to obey law. You still have to raise these children in accordance to the Father, the way in which the Father would have them. That's what women are here for. We are help. We are managers. We are stewards. And when you manage something, you don't manage it the way you want to manage it. You manage it the way in which the owner would. So going back to just dissecting the root cause of why we have ourselves in this position, it just starts with us as individuals. And I think one of the questions I think somebody said was like, where are the fathers? That is a grand question, because when we're talking right here specifically about baby boys and we're talking about women mommying these boys or these men to death, where the fathers, more than likely they left. If you have to deal with a lot of the stuff that these women are trying to put on these men, I will leave too. I don't even want to have friends around me that act like these modern day women. You can't even kick it with me. Don't invite me to no parties. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to be around you, let alone a man. And it's sad because now the children are subjected to this. They don't have a choice but to obey the law of the land. But the law of the land still don't trump God. And God still got a way. God still got order. So eliminate all the excuses. Stop trying to blame people for your own decision making. You didn't just slip up into this situation. This is the direct result of you doing things your way. And every time you do what you want, as opposed to doing what he said, you can only a sane person, only a mature person would know that the result is going to always be exactly the same. And anybody else that believe you can get a different result from doing the same thing is what they call clinically insane. You should be locked up.
All right.
Oh, that explains why I got.
Appreciate you.
That explains why they coming after me.
I'm weak. I'm weak.
I sent them for you, D. I sent them.
No, but see, in the two clips that was on tonight, in the 2 clips that was on tonight, each one of them women, well, except for the baby boy. Now, the woman didn't have a chance to see her dude putting this love hold on baby boy, which was good.
That boy almost went to sleep. He was about to be night,
like Steph Curry, night. No,
but
no
championship. Did you hear what he told her? You hear what he told baby boy? He said, if it hadn't been for the respect I have for your mother, I'd have been in, you know, and that's where it is. A lot of these single women, they say they want a man, but when the man step into their life and gets ready to play the role of the Godhead, the man, which he is, the first thing the woman holler out is, that's my son. You can't hit my son. Don't treat my son like that. And then when that son grows up, after he'd had him a shot of tallywhacky, he want to slap mom around. Give me that welfare check. They say it's got my name on it. I'm going out here and give me an 8-ball. Pat, pat, pat. And then she's looking back at herself after her son and whooped on her. And she like, oh, man, I wish I'd have kept old Bobby Socks around. Dang, he didn't act like this when Bobby Socks was in the house. And see, I know a lot of folk like to say, listen, there are some women that has raised some spectacular guys, single women. But let's not neglect the fact that the reason why those boys are spectacular men is because of the village that was around. Uncle Ray Ray, Cousin Sue Ball, Uncle Loose Lip. They were around to check you. Even Johnny down at the barber shop. You can go down there and get your hair cut. Johnny at the barber shop. Hey, what's up, little blood? Oh, man, I just got through knocking this girl around. Pow, pow, pow. Bobby done slapped you 3 or 4 times. What you slapping a girl around for? Have you lost your mind? And then, oh, man, I didn't mean it like that. Well, that's what came out of your mouth. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, to all the women out there, hey, I love all of y'all. We'll meet at the Jester's Peace in the morning so I can marry each and every one of y'all because I believe in spreading love around like peanut butter. My brothers, love you, my brothers. Take care now. I'm gonna go ahead and do that Uber thing. My brothers, y'all hang in there. Y'all got a great show, man. Hang in there. And we need really, I would like to see clips of a man trying to raise a girl, which cannot happen.
Yeah, I want to see that. I'll play it. I show. I want to see somebody send me some clips.
Yeah, I like to see that because I'm 100% 300 years old, and I ain't saw a man yet that could raise a girl to be a woman. I ain't saw a woman yet to raise a boy to be a man.
Mr. D, they're going to have to look at how Rachel and Leah's father dealt with them. That's how they're going to have to look at it.
I was about to say that.
Because people really don't go in depth. People have taught that story so many ways, but they never go in depth about how much he respected Jacob. How much Laban respected Jacob. Now they look at what he did, but he had respect for Jacob. He understood that Jacob doubled and blessed his everything he touched in his atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? And he had an opportunity to be close enough to him to understand what he was getting. So when I actually pass you my daughters, understand what you're getting. That's how it's supposed to be. It makes no sense for me to walk my daughters down the aisle and say, yes, I'd be the one give her away, and I don't even know the mom. So that's where you got to go with it.
I think if I can just also add too, again, father is Abba, is source. And so there is still order here. If God provided, which is father provided to the father, how to raise all, even how to raise wife, because wife goes from your father house to your father house. As a woman, you go from your father house to your father house. So again, now woman is still management. She has to now learn the father, the way in which the father does things, how he does things in his house, this, that, and the other, in order to implement down to the children. So it's going to have to come from a source. It doesn't come from, however, he would need a woman in order to provide the femininity that comes with woman. But if there is not a woman present, man is fully capable of raising man and woman, because man and woman is sourced from him. He's seed.
Okay,
He's not environment.
Okay, I see the comment that Big John got up there, and Big John and my lady Selena, girl, I'm telling you, y'all. Okay, y'all put both of them comments on a cheesecake so I can eat them both up, because I just can't go for that. I'm like all of those. I can't go for that.
I'm so weak.
I know a lot of men believe that they can do that, but the bottom line is there's got to be a female somewhere around. Now, don't get me wrong. I know and I believe in my heart that God can do anything, but there's certain things that have to fall in line with the chain of command. And if it don't fall in line with the chain of command, it's all out of whack anyway. Mother Earth, she gave birth to Adam. Mother Eve, she taught women how to be liars and deceivers. Okay, I mean it's a chain of command you got to fall in line with. A lot of women run around here lying on the Bible, lying on the tampered with King James Version, talking about I'm a Proverbs 31 woman. Shut that stuff up. You couldn't even begin to spell Proverbs, let alone be one.
You know what, King? Can I also say, like, what you're saying? What you're saying is absolutely. What you're saying is absolutely correct. So, like you said, order. That's the key here. So, Mother Earth, if we grow in this route, Mother Earth gave birth to Adam, that she still had to be planted unto, and so that seed came from Father or Abba or Source or God. So it's still him who's putting the way in which the earth turns, the way in which the earth grows, the way in which things function. That's the culture. He put the culture into the environment. That's the same model that we get. So now you get Adam. Now Adam is to take the culture and put it into Eve. Eve is to take the culture and now put it into the children. It's order, just like you saying, but something is stemming from something in the root of everything. Shameless plug, the true north is the original point of reference, which is God. He's the original point of reference from everything. So that's man right there. That's man. That's a man.
Yeah, you're correct. You're correct, but you're wrong on one thing. The thing that you was wrong on was the fact that Eve committed adultery and Adam became the second father.
I never brought that up.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Where did you get that?
Wow.
I never brought that part up. Like, we didn't go there. I didn't say that she wasn't teaching to lie and manipulate and all that stuff and where she got that from. I didn't bring that part up. I just wanted to stay with root. Jeez.
Because see, the scripture says that Satan is the prince of this world, and he's got this world going the way he wants it to go until the son come back and put everything back up under the Father.
Satan,
that's the world talking about.
Daddy.
I better let that alone, because in order to understand that, you got to do some deep sea diving, and somebody ain't ready for that yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're gonna wrap things up. Let's hear some.
Hey man, let me hit it like this. See,
all right, go ahead.
Hey, I'm gonna hit it like this, man. You guys got a great show, Selena. It was good to see you again, girl. Well, I didn't see you, but it was good to hear you. I'm still drooling over Selena, Kiki, Ebony, and all the rest of them. I'm out here at a Krispy Kreme waiting for my granddaughter to bring the donuts out. You know what I'm saying? To my brothers, Big John, I'm with you 100%, man. I might disagree with some of the things you say, but hey, let's do like Hall & Oates. Let's play that song and say, I can't go for that. Hey, you guys hanging there. I'm with you, King. Keep sending me them videos, King, and you guys stay on top of it. Watch out there, T. They got a storm headed y'all way, man. It just left Indy.
Oh
So
man,
take
just
care, man.
headed up here. Oh man. All right, appreciate it, D. Appreciate it. All right, let's hear from my Rock Truth guest, True North. Hold on real quick, man. I gotta give her a shout out real quick. Give her a shout out, man. You still got that food on deck. Talk about it.
I do. I actually do. So we do have Rock Tree Catering. We do meal prep and plan. We actually have our essential juices now. We have a lot of off-brand or off menu items. Currently, I just did the Philly cheesesteak. We got the Philly cheesesteak fries. I just introduced the vegan subs. Oh my God, these are amazing dishes. And we actually just started picking up some clientele. So that's really amazing. We just did the fashion shoot for True North, who holds you down so you always know where you are. God, the original True North, the original point of reference. I'm so excited about dropping this line and putting our message out there. You know what I'm saying?
I
The word is important.
seen some of the models. I seen some of the models. I
Yeah.
was like,
You seen the bot? You like
ooh.
thicky raccoon?
I seen some of the models. I seen them. I said,
Yeah.
ooh, okay.
You know what? That's probably gonna get somebody's attention in order to be like, "What's on your shirt?" Nah.
Mhm. Right.
But it's that True North that holds you down. So yeah, we got a lot of grand things that are occurring right now. So thank you so much for this advertisement, King.
Oh yeah, we're gonna certainly. I'm gonna certainly get some of that. Get. You said you got some Philly. You said you got some Philly fries.
We got the Philly cheesesteak fries and the Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. Yep.
We
And we
getting
just did the
ready
vegan
to
subs.
eat. We
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
ready to eat. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right. Well, appreciate it. Rock True, you have anything else you want to say?
Just thank you so much for the opportunity to expound on the subject matter. Grand show and many blessings to all of you guys. Grand Day Kings.
Absolutely. Appreciate you coming by and chopping it up with us. It's been a long time
I know.
no see. Please don't be no stranger. Drop in
I
anytime.
won't.
These topics gonna be fire. Most of the time we just doing current events, but today we had to address this effemination of our black males. You know what I'm saying? We had to address it. So appreciate you, Queen. Thank you for stopping by.
I said you know what? We have to do one on submission too, because there is we have to, because it's such a one, the definition is not properly coined. That's one. And then there's this like negative stigma that's associated with it, and it's kind of like looking at it from the women's perspective, and it's like this is not a bad thing. So it's definitely like, let me know when there is a show that is seriously on really changing the mind or exchanging it when we're discussing what submission entails. It's not
We
just
did
to
a few
man.
shows. We did a
Yeah.
few shows about submission, but that's right down my alley. We can do that all day.
Yeah,
Talk about
absolutely.
submission.
Hit me up.
Okay. All right.
Hit
Well,
me up.
appreciate you, Queen. Appreciate you.
Blessings.
I'm looking right here, and I see that this I don't know if this the real definition, but this is the definition that I wrote out. And I seen another podcaster. She actually came onto the program. She used this as her definition as well. But it's to freely submit your will, to fulfill the will of another. And I just made it like that, fulfill the will of another. But at the end of the day, ladies, if you're going to submit to your man, you are freely submitting your will to fulfill the will of your man. And same as if the man is going to submit his will to God, he is going to freely submit his will to fulfill the will of God. It's quite simple. But a lot of times people get things misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? They get in their own way. They get in their own way and block their blessings. You know what I'm saying? It would be all so easy. What Lauren Hill say? It could all be so simple, but you rather make it hard. I ain't gonna go no further. Go ahead, King Dwayne.
All right. I appreciate you. I just want to say shout out to everybody that was able to come out tonight. Good to see Rock True in the building. Mr. D, Miss Ebony, baby boy, Big John. That over there looking like he ready to fall out. But I see.
John don't even know who Laverne Cox is.
Hey, when you did that to I said you bogus.
He the one that said he said all the women on the show. So
no,
I'm like, I
but
know it ain't no women on there.
But you knew what he was talking about. You bogus. You know, anybody that know Orange is the New Black though, it's full of women. You had to call out the one person, one to one. I say this boy is hilarious. But man, we had a good one, man, full of laughs, knowledge. Grateful to have the platform, man. Every time that, you know, Ty hit me up, be like, look, man, I'm thinking about it impromptu. You know, you down, you know, if I'm free, I'm gonna be down, man, because it's good to be able to get out there and help folks. It's crazy that, but it's really not crazy that you got people that's grabbing you by the collar and saying, look, we need to talk about this. We need to talk about that, man. Can you know, what you think about that? What you think about having a show? And then the fact that you're ever so humble to right on a dime like that, get your thoughts together and come up with, you know, some ideas to lay out there. So,
Wake up, John.
I'm looking at y'all. Go ahead, Katie. I ain't studying Ebony.
Oh, she over there talking about. But anyway, man, I'm trying to get through it so John can get off. But at the end of the day, man, we had some good conversation. I just hope that we get to a point that where we really understand. I understand where everybody, obviously, they gonna have their feelings about these topics. These topics are sensitive. But I really want us to get to a place that we do understand that, number one, men have always been outnumbered by women. That's not going to change. And if you really, really pay attention to the world right now, there's a lot of things going on where it's easy for brothers to feel like they are being put at the bottom. Big John mentioned it earlier. And I'm gonna put it out here because this is what came to my mind when you were mentioning Big John. The Black Lives Matter was never for what they claimed it was for. And when you did do your research, and that's why I was never for it. I did my research from the beginning. I saw their mission statement. I saw everything it said. I saw those cisgender words and all this other stuff. All that literature lets you know. Then you look and saw who ran it. A transgender man, meaning a woman. All these other different people, all women, married to each other and all this other stuff. It was just foolishness. And now more and more foolishness coming out, being revealed about them because they used the plight of the so-called black man, starting with a young man by the name of Trayvon Martin. So he dies and you step on his neck. He can't even get 6 feet under good enough. You step on him, steal that plight. And ever since they just been running. Every time a so-called black man goes down. And so imagine God saying that we are the head, and we understand you can tell, bro, they want our swag, they want our crown, they want our energy, they want our belief, our faith, all of that. And when you understand that, and then you see where we are easily placed under the alphabets and all this other foolishness, it makes it clear why the scriptures say there's going to come a time where the first should be last, the last should be first. Because those people who appear to be at the front of the line right now, understand, if we brothers find God, get close to him and stay close to him, we going to be put where we're supposed to be, but we got to stay faithful. So let's get to a place where no matter what's going on, understanding these laws, understanding how the family court works. I love how Ty always brings that up and breaks down how they tried to separate the family from the jump. They have been trying to dismantle us, take history from us, lie to us that Uncle Tom was a negative thing when it really was Sambo, and just all this foolishness. All this foolishness. We have got to pay attention and understand that we have been royal from the beginning. And if nobody gonna lift us up, we gotta do it. The complexion on this panel, we gotta do it. So I'm praying that we get to a place where we can be honored, we can be uplifted, and surely we can pass on what's properly necessary to be passed to our next generation, our children, and hopefully their children's children's children. And I'm out. Love y'all. Appreciate it. We've been in the Lord's house.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, bro. All right, John.
Hey, great show, man. I don't know if I want to be here for the submission show. People get so in their feelings every time we talk about submission. People get in their feelings, like really get in their feelings. I be watching. I don't know if y'all who watch the show be watching Tyron's posts on Facebook. Every time he say something, 150 comments. You know what I'm saying? People just mad. You didn't go, and then they want to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But they don't come on the show though. You know what I'm saying? So, first of all,
hey John, I wrote a post on that. I might do this once a week. I wrote a post the other day. I said I only had one detractor, one troll come on my show so far. What about the rest of y'all? I'm waiting for y'all to come. So they might start coming in. They might start coming in.
If you got something to say, put your face on camera, man, or put your voice on the thing and say what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? I want to say a quick time to if Tyron can go ahead and throw the cash up there. You know what I'm saying? We always need that support. You know what I'm saying? At $ Tyron Joe. Make sure you throw a little something at us, man, so we can keep going, keep the movement going. We got plenty of good content, man. You see him, we started to drop more shows and stuff and do more stuff throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? Tyron going strong. So we want to keep him up, keep him going. And get you some merch. I still got to get me some merch, so I ain't gonna get on y'all too much. But
most definitely.
We got get you some merch and everything.
Fist bump with the fist bump, y'all. I know y'all want to do the fist bump.
Especially for y'all who want to come on the show, man, get you a little merch. You know what I'm saying? So we'll know you affiliated.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It was a great show tonight. We got a lot of people that chimed in. Everybody didn't agree with everybody, but we still, you know what I'm saying? That's our whole point to the show. We're gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way we're gonna get to the solution. You know what I'm saying? We point out the problem and we're gonna talk about it. That's our whole motto. We're gonna talk about it. So you know what I'm saying? Great show, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go to bed. I ain't really got too much to say, but we had a great show. Y'all keep chiming in, man. When you see that hit pop up on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and push that ring button, man. So when Tyron got something going on, it'll notify you. That's how I found out today. My notify thing come on. I said, oh, we having a show. You know what I'm saying? So hit that, get them notifications, man. So when you pop up, you have a show out the blue, you can catch it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So what?
It needs to be talked about. Talked about how people don't be wanting to know about submission. But we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's something that's why we say we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, Ebony, you don't be on Facebook like I be on Facebook when they be getting mad at Tyron.
Ebony be there. She be there because she talk about it with me at work. She be like, well, I say this chick say this to you. I say this guy say this to you. She be saying it. Yeah.
Jesus, I'm tired of talking about submission. Jesus Christ, everybody getting their feelings. I love current events. Anyway, good show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tune in again, man. Shout out to Ebony. When you gonna get on camera? How about that?
Right. I dropped the link. I dropped the link both times on both platforms.
He dropped the link. Come on and talk to your boy Big John. Go toe to toe with the Johnster. How about that?
Ooh,
but anyway, you know what I'm saying?
The Johnster. I think Ebony just got called out. Oh, you just got called out, Ebony.
Hey, y'all have a good night, man. Keep on tuning in. BZNZ all day. It's your boy Big John. And shout out GIB.
GIB. Appreciate it, John. Appreciate it. Man, ladies and gentlemen, that completes our show for the night. But you already know I got to do the 3 times for the Trinity for all of my chat room. You know what I'm saying? I ride for the chat room. I don't want nobody in there trying to mess with my chat room. Let me see. We got Wayne in the building. We got Ebony Osborne. She was in there. We got Rock Truth. We got let me see, Scrutinize This 15. We got who else was in this chat room tonight? We had Big John was in the chat room tonight. We had Paul Campbell in the chat room tonight, and we also had Shari Kelly in the chat room tonight. So you already know. 3 times for the Trinity, man. Salute. Thank y'all all for your generosity and your support. I'm gonna say this as I close out tonight is that as a reminder, ladies, gentlemen, we all have a part to play in this role that we call life, and that is women, you are responsible for really honing in on the girls. Men, you are responsible for really honing in on the boys. And together as parents, y'all responsible for talking to everybody. You feel what I'm saying? So we all have our part to play. And at the end of the day, the only way since we talking about solutions, the only way things will begin to change is we do not tear down the Black family structure, which is the man and woman being in the household. And then, shout out, y'all already know what I always like to play, y'all. Y'all know one of my clips I like to play as Uncle Jesse Lee Peterson, where he gives you the biblical structure.
God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children.
That's it. God in Christ, Christ over man, man over woman, woman over children. That's how it goes. And I tell you, really get this in your head. It's not gonna go the way you want. You're gonna always be questioning yourself, like, man, why is this happening? Why I don't have this? Why I don't have that? Because you're not operating within the structure. I'll put it like this. Thing is, I get it. Everybody want to do their own thing. Everybody want to do their own thing, but thing is, sometimes you just can't do your own thing. Hello. Sometimes you just can't do what you damn well please. And you can't deviate and say, well, instead of putting a 5, I want to put a 1. Well, that number not gonna ring. Or if you want to go to somebody's address, you better make sure when you put that address in the GPS, you got the right address, because if not, it's going to take you somewhere else. That's how it go with this dating and relationship situation. You gotta be dead on it, because if not, it ain't gonna work. Same as when you raising kids. I don't have kids. I've been working with them for close to 17 years. And as an outsider looking in, I can honestly say this is that, well, you know what? I say 17. My niece, how old's my niece? She gonna be 21. So you might as well throw 21 in there too. As an outsider looking in, you might as well say this is that if you don't catch these kids, if you don't get it straight with them kids from zero, hell, screw zero when they're in the womb. If you don't start then, it might be too late. Come on. That's what it's all about. This type of behavior, this feminine behavior that I'm seeing with some of these single moms and these young men really is a shame. It's not, it ain't even funny. It's like, man, come on, man. I mean, sometimes it's hard. I try to hold myself back sometimes, because I'm like, boy, I know what he need. He need his father, boy. He need a good kick dead in his ass. That's what he need. You know what I'm saying? Like, wake up, snap out of it. Stop acting like that. You a boy. You don't stomp your feet and come on. That's not behavior of no man. You know what I'm saying? You don't go in the bathroom with girls. You know what I'm saying? Your mama shouldn't have taught you, your mama shouldn't have raised you to sit on the toilet, to sit on the toilet to pee. Come on, this is not men behavior. That's what this podcast is about. We raising men. You know what I'm saying? We ain't raising no phonies. We ain't raising no baloney. Hell, we don't even eat no baloney. You know what I'm saying? Selena just got through talking about that Rock Truth food. You know what I mean? You know, that's meat free. So, you know what I'm saying? We don't want no baloney. We don't want no animal products all up in here. You feel what I'm saying? We trying to be free of all that. I'm not vegan. I'm gonna throw that out. I'm not vegan. You know, I'm not vegan. There are some animal products I still eat, but at the end of the day, hey, we can be free. We can be free of all this if we want to be free. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? We can do this all day. We can talk about what coulda, shoulda, woulda, but until we put some action to it, ain't nothing gonna be done. At the end of the day, single moms that's babying your sons, take that titty out their mouth. I'm done. It's time for some music. And of course, real men. Real men drink waters because what? Our ladies need us to be King Kong in the bed. If you don't drink your water, guess what? You can't use your third leg. Appreciate you, Queen. Appreciate you. Appreciate the queens in the chat room. Appreciate you. My. Tell me, have you seen her? She's with me on the low. Fiesta. Man, I need to do some scratching. Let's do some scratching. Fiesta. Hey. But of course, this podcast is brought to you by Real Men Drink Water because what? Our ladies need us to be King Kong in the bed. If we're not drinking our water, we can't use our third leg. Take a sip. Come on. First off, we'll start by saying this. Come on. I got something I want to say. Hey, I got something I want to say. First off, I want to start by saying this. Oh man, my dance. Oh. She said she want to run a little bit. Where she at? I know she ready to run. She want to run, y'all. She ready to run. Oh, no. She want to run a little bit. Yeah. She want to run a little bit, y'all.
Yeah. I want to run a little bit.
Say it again, mama.
Yeah. I want to run a little bit.
Oh, you want to run a little bit. You want to run. Do you like meat or not? Do you like meat?
But it's a big height requirement.
Ooh.
I like a meat.
Yeah.
I like a lot of meat.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. But where is Tom and Jerry? But first off, let me start out saying this. Moms, take them titties out that boy's mouth. He 15 years old, still breastfeeding. Moms, you still breastfeeding. That boy 15 years old. He don't even know what a Pepsi tastes like. All he knows is milk. First off, I want to start by saying this. Rory, let me come. Wait. Oh, hold on, real quick. I gotta do something real quick. Hold on. Shorty, won't you come my way? All right, there we go. Shorty, won't you come my way? I ran from someone in your inbox. Ah. Ooh. Take that titty out that boy's mouth. She told me she wanted to run a little bit. Hey, she told me she wanted to run a little bit. I said, I'm about to make you do some splits. Now, here's the time. Now, fellas, here's the time that you need to run when they say stuff like this.
You cursed brat! Look what you've done! I'm melting! Melting! Oh, what a world! What a world! Who would have thought a good little girl like you could destroy my beautiful wickedness? Ah, look out! Look out! I'm going!
See, baby boys, you would call baby boys this too.
What a girl. Beta girl.
Man, tonight was
amazing.
Tonight was an amazing night.
Beta.
You don't want none of that, ladies. None at all.
Not all, but most. Satan is your daddy.
Give him that family structure one more time, Jesse.
God in Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children.
Oh, where that siren at? Shout out to the bunch. The bunch out there showing numbers. The bunch coming in. First off, I want to start by saying this. Shorty, won't you come my way? Hey. Shorty, won't you come my way? Hey, I got something I want to say. Hey. She want to run a little bit. She still want to run. That's the problem right there. When they still be wanting to run. You know what I'm saying? You done gave them all the meat. Fellas, you done gave them all the meat you can give them. And they still talking about, I want to run.
Yeah, I want to run a little bit.
I'm going to tell you this, fellas. You know what's going to help her run a little bit? The proof is in the pudding. You want to make your girl run? Get that water. Get that water up in you. She gonna run. She gonna run. Oh. Oh, I know what else girls like right here. I know what else they like right here. Check this out. We about to switch the song. We about to switch the song up a little bit. Check it out. Check it out. What my siren at? Siren time. I mean, y'all like foreplay. All the women that like foreplay, hit the number 1 button. Just the after hour section. Come on, come on. If the love is good, you know you should be here with me.
Open wide, please, baby. There's something I want to do to you. Here's a honey daddy and some whipped cream. Come on, baby, let me do my thing.
Man, appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody. If your love is good, no, you should. Man, appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody. And we don't want y'all to forget that the show was brought to you by, the show was sponsored to you by tonight, dedicated to, I'm sorry. Let me get them out. To Nichelle Nichols and also Mr. Bill Russell, Queen Mother Nichelle Nichols, Mr. Bill Russell, two of our leading black people in their industry became ancestors this weekend. Prayers and heart goes out to the families. Podcast was dedicated to them tonight. Appreciate that contribution that they made to society. We're so grateful and thankful that they did what they did. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tyron Joe, your gracious host. It's been great. Peace. Love you all. Be blessed. Nah, nah, nah. Oh, more and more and more and more. More and more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. More and more. I'm Tyron Joe. I'm signing out. We'll see you this Thursday.